I know on my channel previously I've spoken about the pros and the cons of having a freelance visa, but I haven't spoken about work visa. Today I'm going to be talking to you all about the dark side of Qatar work visa, and if that's something you'll be willing to listen to, kindly keep on watching to the end. Do not miss out on any point. Hello beautiful people, welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Shioma, and it is good to have you all here. If you just see my beautiful face for the first time on this space, I share everything and anything you need to know about Qatar. You want to stick around by hitting on that subscribe button to be part of this family. So today I'm going to be talking about Qatar's work visa, because I've seen a lot of people asking me questions about Qatar work visa, about freelance visa, and I said no, I need to do a video for you all dedicating to this topic. Okay, firstly, let me talk about Qatar's work visa. First, there is nothing like freelance visa here in Qatar. Freelance visa is about like a company selling visa to you, which is illegal in Qatar. You are not allowed to buy or purchase visa here in Qatar. If Qatar's mind is that when a company is bringing you over to Qatar, that means you are supposed to be working for that company. That's the meaning of Qatar's work visa. When it comes to freelance visa, that means the company is selling it to you, which is illegal and is not allowed for you to get a freelance visa. And I've said this several times on my channel for you all to know about this before you take any steps at all. But at the same time, in Qatar works visa, they have the pros and they have the cons. But firstly, let's talk about the pros of having a Qatar's work visa. That means a company bringing you directly from your country for you to come and work with them. In everything that has pros, there's always the cons. But today I'm going to be much more focused on the cons of having a Qatar's work visa. But first, let's talk about the pros. The first pro is job security. Like people who came with freelance visa, I don't know if you have met people lately, a lot of people are looking for jobs. A lot of people who came with freelance visa, some they don't even know how to navigate their way around the job market here in Qatar. But you're a company is bringing you to come and work for them, at least you have your job security. You know at the end of the month you are going to collect your salary. You know this running around that people are looking for their sponsors, people are looking for money to do their ID is not going to be so with you, because you have everything at your beck and call. While the next one is constant salary, like what I said, when you have your job security, your salary is going to come to you constantly. It's not like people that they are working that they have freelance visa. Sometimes, not all the time, sometimes these companies might not pay them their salary because they feel you are not directly under them. They'll first cater for the people that are directly under them before they'll think about you that you are using a freelance visa. So one of the pros is having your constant salary, while the next one is flight tickets and accommodation. A company is bringing you over to Qatar, they know that they should provide these basic amenities for you, and some of them they even go ahead to provide transportation to work. So at the end of the day, by the time you collect your salary, you collect the flight ticket they're going to pay for you, the accommodation they're going to pay for you. At the end of the day, you have your salary to yourself, and yes, you are free to use your salary the way you like. And at times also, they give you food, okay? At times they feed you. So coming with a work visa, you most of the times, you know that these things are covered by the company. While the next one is room for growth. When you are coming with maybe a company is bringing you, most of the time, because these companies, they're usually big companies and they have various departments, you would want to like push more, you will want to like be better. There are other departments that you'll be willing to work, which the companies, once they know that you are capable to do these things, they'll be willing to send you to that department. And please, even though you are coming with maybe a company is bringing you, don't not stay in that particular position that they've kept you. Try to do courses, okay? Do courses that is related to that company. Look at one position that is there that you say that, no, I need to be in this position. Look for courses that you can do that can make you to be better. While the last one of the pros is QID renewal. Unlike people that came with freelance visa that will be looking for money to renew their ID, no, it's not like that for you. Once your ID is expired, then the company just hand you over your new ID. You're not thinking about how am I going to renew my ID, how am I going to pay money for my ID and the rest of it. It is not like that. That's why most of the times the Qatar's work visa, a company bringing you directly to Qatar, is much more favorable. So at the same time, let's look at the dark side of Qatar's work visa, a company bringing you directly from your country to come and work. Let's look at the dark side. The first one on the list for me is, please kindly note, this is my own opinion and based on people that I have spoken to. I try to get from their experience and I match everything together for me to bring out this point for you, okay? Feel free to argue with me. I'm not saying that this is what is happening in all the companies. This is based on my opinion. The first one is you are limited. Unlike someone that came with a freelance visa, maybe for example, this person worked in a company for 6 months and the person is not okay working with that company, because normally if you want to work for a company, you have to submit maybe 3 months or 6 months NOC. Maybe that country, the period of that NOC ended and the person feel that, okay, I feel I am bigger than this salary, I am bigger than this position. The person can just drop resignation letter and say that, no, I don't want to work here again. And the person is going to move to another company. But for you that you came with, the company brought you, most of the time, maybe they brought you as a waitress, most of the times you have to finish your contract with that in that position before you can switch to the next one. That's why I tell people, read your contract very well. And I did a video on what you should check out in your offer letter before you sign that offer letter. If you have not seen that video, kindly watch that video for you to know what you need to look out for. Kindly check the contracts, check everything. You can even ask them, is there room for growth for me? Okay, maybe after 1 year, I am done doing this job and I said, okay, I want to be promoted. I want to do a course that is going to help me to be promoted. Is it possible? Do I need to complete the 2 years first before I can move to another department? So it is better for you to ask these questions before you take up that job. Don't just think about, oh, I'm coming to Qatar, they are bringing me to Qatar. Think about the future before signing anything. While the next one is traveling. Because of some of the situations that is happening currently in Qatar, some companies, though, when you travel back to your country for your vacation, they might extend your vacation period. And this might be something that you did not plan for. But the companies too, we have to understand their own parts. So most of these things, they don't plan for it, okay? They might tell you that, okay, you need to stay back in your country for some months before you come back to Qatar. I have a friend currently, thank God she's coming back to Qatar by the end of this month. She traveled, I think, in October ending, she traveled. She was supposed to be back to Qatar by December, but her company sent her a message that no, she have to wait till further notice. And now she is coming back by January. So imagine you did not create that, you don't have money enough to sustain you for that period. At the end of the day, you are stranded. But maybe, for example, you are working for a company that maybe you are not under their sponsorship. If you travel to your country anytime you like, you are coming back to Qatar, no company is going to be there to determine, okay, you need to stay back home. So it's not usually like that. And most times, again, if even though you want to travel, it is when they buy your flight ticket, that is when you can travel back home. So this is one of the cons for me. Why the salary? The salary most times is little compared to people who are not under their sponsorship. Why I'm going to call it, at the same time, these salaries are not little. Imagine If a company is bringing you, they are in charge of your accommodation, they are in most of the time they are in charge of your feeding, they are in charge of your flight tickets, they are in charge of your transportation. So at the end of the day, when they are giving you your salary, they are giving you your salary, you are not using it for any extra curricular activities. So imagine someone that is not under their sponsorship. They give this person maybe a salary a little bit bigger than yours, and you are thinking that, oh, this person is not under them and they are doing this for this person. Most of the time, this person will be the one from that same salary. The person is going to pay for accommodation, the person is going to pay for feeding, the person is going to pay for transportation, and the person is in charge of his or her own flight ticket. So this is one of the cons. The salary might be a little bit low compared to other people that they are not under them, but also have it in your mind that these people are providing you with transportation, accommodation, feeding, and flight tickets. But when they are not providing you with these 4 things and your salary is still low, that is when you need to have a change of thought. Why the 4th one is bringing your family. I've said it several times. There's a video I did dedicating to this topic, bringing your family to Qatar. There are specific professions that you need to have before you can bring your family over to Qatar. And when you are coming with a freelance, when you are coming with a company is the one bringing you to Qatar, if that company is going to employ you as a waitress, is that waitress that is going to be in your ID? If they are going to employ you as a driver, is that driver that is going to be on your ID? So most of the times, these things can limit you from bringing your family because, number one, you might not be able to meet up to the salary requirement. You are under that company, so it's the salary that they are paying you that is going to be reflected in your account. So most of the time, you might not be able to meet up to the salary requirement, and you might not have the desired profession status for you to bring your family over. So this can as well be a con of working directly under a company. It's only when you have a very good job with the company. Yes, most of the time the company might even be the one to even sponsor you and your family, and that depends on your profession. While the next one is limited to freedom. Like when I went to go and make my hair with my friend in our accommodation, they're not supposed to have visitors by 9 o'clock. So just my hair, I completed my hair outside their house, outside their accommodation, because I'm not supposed to stay there and I don't want to get her into trouble, okay? There are some accommodations too that will tell you that by so time you have to be back to the villa. Okay, so it depends on your company. Like my friend's accommodation, you can sleep out, no problem. But when it comes to visitors, male visitors, they are not allowed to visit the female, and the female visitors are not allowed to visit the male. And even with the female visitors, maybe as I went to go and visit my friend, there's a particular time I need to exit the building. So at times they are limited to their freedom. While the last one for me is when you are, at times, how am I going to put this point? Maybe you're not working with them. Most of the times they might send you back to your country. That's how I'll tell you that read your contract very well before signing it. Ask them questions. Okay, if I complete my contract with you and I don't want to work with you anymore, are you going to send me back to my country, or you're going to give me a transfer letter for me to transfer to another company? And most of the time when you retire with this company, maybe they don't have brought you over to Qatar, they will tell you that they will have to send you back to your country because they brought you from your country directly to come and work with them. So please ask questions. Don't just be happy. That excitement stage, it is okay for you to be excited, but at the same time, you just have to calm down for you to know what that job offer is all about, for you to know the pros and the cons, and try to reach out to people that maybe they've worked in that organization, for you to ask them questions. How is it like working here? How is their policy like? Their HR scheme, how is it like? Ask lots of questions. Please don't get tired of asking questions. Do not get tired of asking questions. And thank God we're in the social media world that you can meet people online and ask them various questions that you need to ask them. So these are the dark side of Qatar's work visa, and I hope you found this video interesting. If you find it very educative, you want to give this video a thumbs up and share with whoever cares to listen. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section about this video, okay? And if you're new to this space, do not leave without subscribing. Subscribe, come and be part of this family. You will love it here. Don't go. You will love it here. Yes. And to all my returning subscribers, thank you for always coming back to cheer me up. See you all in the next one. Bye.